Okay, so on to the second last track. Sadly, the second last track of Sammy's Twisted Riff Revolution series. The series has been absolutely fantastic and aptly named as well, right? This one over here is Shinedown, How Did You Love? Before we even get into this, actually, firstly, before we even get into anything, for those of you who are only joining us now, this is an entire series, so you should go right to the beginning and start watching from there, because it's a proper hot series. Every track has just been incredible, and it's always with Sammy, it heats up towards the end, so I'm sure this is going to be absolutely incredible. And just before we get into that, I just want to let you know I've got a 535 product, right? It's a 535 mini-series product that I'm running from the 1st of December to the 25th of December. I'm leaving the link down in the pinned comment. If you click on that link, it'll take you to the booking form. You can book a five reaction series. It's one series, 5 reaction series. You can book 1 or 2 if you want, but it's 5 reactions in a single series, right? And there's 25 slots, and the slots are from the 1st of December to the 25th of December. 6 slots have been booked, which means that the 1st to the 6th has been booked, and that's how it actually works. So anybody that comes after that, it's the 7th will be booked, 8th will be booked, 9th will be booked, up until the 25th, and God knows who gets the 25th, which is Christmas Day. And yeah, so that's the 535 series. Follows the same series routine. It's just a mini series, but you still get your own artwork and everything else, and you get your particular day for that series, which is going to be absolutely fire. So anyway, this one over here is called Shinedown, How Did You Love? Let's rock and roll, man. Let's see what we got. This is the second last one. I cannot believe that we're almost done with this. This series felt like it flew. Anyway, let's carry on.
Oh, for muse of truth, that we could descend into the darkest hells of our own inventions. A kingdom, a stage, a cave.
Hey.
You can have a sound or the 1,000 voices calling your name. You can have the light of the world blind you, bathe you in grace. But I don't see so easily what you hold in your hands. Cause castles crumble, kingdoms fall and turn into sand. You can be an angel.
I don't see what's in your hand, because castles crumble and kingdoms fall, right? Is what you got, is it substantive? Is what you're building, will that stand the test of time? Do you know what I mean? Kingdoms fall, doesn't matter how, it doesn't matter. It's like, it's either you are someone purposeful, you are someone powerful, or you have the perception of that, right? The perception of that wanes, the perception of that will eventually fade, right? It's either you are that or you're not that. What do you hold in your hand? What's in your hand? What are you playing? Right? What's going to change the game?
Kingdoms fall and turn into sand. You can be an angel of mercy or give in to hate. You can try to fight it just like every other careless mistake.
I like what he said over there. You could be the angel of mercy, but still give in to hate, because that is human nature, right? Right? The roots of every human heart run to hell and to heaven equally, right? Within us, we have the ability to be both Hitler and Mother Teresa. It depends where we go. It depends which lie we choose to believe, right? Or which truth is going to set us free. Come on, man.
Try to fight it just like every other careless mistake. How do you justify? I'm mystified by the ways of your heart. With a million lies, the truth will rise to tear you apart. Whoa!
With a million lies, the truth will rise to tell you apart, to tear you apart. Fire! Fire! Like I said, I literally just said it before he even said that. The truth will set you free. It's about the truth, not your truth. There's no such thing as your truth. There's your perception, there's your opinion, and then there is the truth. And when you follow the truth, that's where it actually sets you free. Or else you can just continue lying to yourself. You can tell yourself a million lies, but eventually the truth and reality is going to slap you upside the fucking face like a frozen trout in fucking Eskimo City. Whatever, I just made that up. But anyway, let's go.
Will rise to tear you apart. Whoa! No one gets out alive. Every day is do or die. The one thing you leave behind is how did you love? How did you love? It's not what you believe. Those prayers will make you bleed. But while you're on your knees, how did you love? How did you love?
That's not what makes you believe. It's not what you believe, because those prayers will make you bleed, right? It's about how did you love? How did you love? You know what I mean? It's like, oh, I love you, but how did you love? Did you love unconditionally? Did you love loyalty? Did you give absolutely everything yourself? Were you sort of manipulative with your love? How did you love? At the end, that's the only thing that's going to leave a legacy or a mark on this world. Right? How did you do that? That's the most important. I love that.
While you're on your knees, how did you love? How did you love? How did you love? Nothing ever feels quite the same when you are what you dream. And you will never look at anything the same when you see what I see.
Nothing feels the same when you are what you dream. You have a certain idea of who you will be when you're dreaming about your dreams, right? When you want to achieve your dreams. But then when you actually become what you dreamt of, do you change? Does your personality change? Do you remain humbled? Or do you immediately snap into arrogance mode? I like that. That's very clever.
And you will never look at anything the same when you see what I see. How we forget ourselves, lose our way from the cradle to the grave. You can't replicate or duplicate, gotta find your own way. Yeah. No one gets out alive. Every day is do or die. The one thing
You can't replicate, you can't duplicate, you got to do it your own way. Because why would you want to be a carbon copy in somebody else's race? You know what I mean? Why would you want to run somebody else's race? And when you're trying to do that, you realize that you actually lose yourself. So you're not actually living. So what's the point of that? You actually have to find a way to live within the confines of, a fallen world, but being true to who you are and being true to your values as well. You know what I mean? It's a tough one to balance, but if you try to be what everybody else is, if you try to be everyone, like everybody else in terms of even in society with social media today, everyone's a sheep. Everyone's got the same sort of driven ideology. No one's thinking outside of the box. Everyone's very much within the box, within their pigeonhole. Do you know what I mean? But they tell you that they're different. They tell you that they're unique, but they're not. They're completely blindsided, right? All you're doing is you're just following a different dogma, a different dog whistle, right? When do you become the outlier from that? Anyway, like that.
every day is do or die. The one thing you leave behind is how did you love? How did you love? It's not what you believe. Those prayers will make you bleed. But while you're on your knees, how did you love? How did you love? How did you love? This ain't no cross to bury. We are the judge and jury. We are the judge and jury. No one gets out of
Fire, another highlight. You see what happens. You see what Sammy does. See what Sammy does. He leaves all the fucking hot ones all the way for the end. All the way for the end, where it's just like, I don't want to end the series. But it doesn't matter, because we got plenty coming from Sammy. It's not just this one. Trust me. It's not just this one. But anyway, let's rock and roll. This track's fucking fire.
No one gets out alive. Every day is do or die. The one thing you leave behind is how did you love? How did you love? It's not what you believe. Those prayers will make you bleed. But while you're on your knees, how did you love? How did you love? This ain't no cross to bear. We are the judge and jury. This ain't no cross to bear. We are the judge and jury. How did you love? 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 How did you love?
I like that, unburying herself and she's actually rising up. Fire! Boy, what a fucking cool track. No one gets out alive, people. And your last suit will not have pockets, man. I love you all. Please stay safe, please stay healthy. I'll catch you on the very last one. Sadly.